Allie, just talk about the team performance to get this win. What does it mean for you all?
Yeah, I'm so proud of this team. I feel like it's been such a great season of like hard work and togetherness, and we've been building and we've known we've had this in us. So to be able to pull it off tonight means a lot. Happy to do it for Lexington, for you guys, for our owners, for everyone that supported us this season. I'm so proud of this team. So happy to be here.
You had a lot of chances early. They were stopping you all, but you all stuck with it, didn't get frustrated. So what did you all kind of learn about yourselves from this game going into the final game of the season?
Yeah, I think I feel like that's kind of been a theme for us this season. We know we get teams best all season, and so we just have to stay patient, stay confident in ourselves. I don't think there was ever a point today where people felt like nervous that we weren't going to get one in. We just stayed together and it clicked. So yeah.
That's obviously a talented side as well. Had some good chances over the last 25 minutes. How did you guys kind of manage to buckle down and make sure they didn't get in the back of the net?
Yeah, I think that's kind of how games go. When you're up a bit and you start protecting and they're hitting balls in, I think it's just like togetherness. We tried to stay compact, stay communicating, and just like weather the storm. I think Kat Asman put in a lot of saves for us, and back Allie Brown took a lot of blocks. Just people putting up big for each other was so important.
You all are one game away from one of probably the best turnarounds in pro sports from last possibly the champions in just a year. What does that mean to you to possibly do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's one game at a time all season, right? So just focus on the next one. We'll celebrate this tonight and then get back to the drawing board. I'm sure we'll have film on Monday, start working towards that next game. Yeah.
Allie, late in the game, we saw all players making a defensive effort.
Yeah.
We saw Kat Barry making slide tackles at the end. What does it mean for the team to come together late in the game in that moment to make those stops?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's just like the grit and togetherness of this team. I think we've had each other's backs all season. This team is good defensively because everyone's in defensively. We're good offensively because everyone's in offensively. I think it just like shows how much everyone cares, has each other's back, and how much everyone wants to win. Like Kat Barry making a slide in the 6, she wants to win. It's the best playing with these girls, really. Yeah.
This team feels very connected. How do you guys get so close, and it obviously shows on the field too?
Yeah, a lot of hours together, a lot of focus. I mean, I think this team is like a problem-solving group. And when we came in this summer, like this is what we wanted all season, and we've been focused. So I think that just like builds trust as you play and work together and work off each other. And yeah, so we got 10 months of trust built. Yeah.
Question. Sarah, incredible game. Can you talk us through that goal? What did you see there?
Yeah, I think off of a corner, my role sometimes is to be at the top of the box and get anything that comes out. And I did 10 before, and I knew that it could come right back to me. So I just tried to take my touch away and hit whatever I could and get it back net.
A lot of history being made, a lot of first player shield in the championship game. You had the first playoff goal ever in LSC history. What does it mean to just be a part of all this history that you're
I think it's great to give back to a community and a club that shows up for us and shows up for women's sports. I think that's what we're so proud of, is the work we put in every day and just showing these fans in this community that women's soccer is so much fun to watch, and we're here and we're fighting, and we want to take this thing the whole way. So
talk to us a little bit about that, kind of the feeling towards being 1 week away from the final.
Yeah, I think you have to take it day by day and slow your days down and not let it get into a bigger thing than what it is. It's a game at the end of the day, so we just take it day by day, and we'll celebrate tonight, and we'll get back on and learn from this game and show up in the final.
The playoffs always bring something a little different, especially those last 20 minutes. People blocking shots, just laying everything out there, sliding tackle. What does it say about this team that they're willing to do anything?
Yeah, every single person on this team fights every single day and shows up, and we trust each other so much. So anyone that steps on the field, I mean, Allie Brown had about 4 game-winning saves, and she's so young, and for her to step up in that moment and win the game for us, I mean, MVP of the game, I think, and we're just so proud of her stepping in this team and so flawlessly into a back line that's so secure. So really proud.
And the fact that y'all get to actually host next Saturday, how exciting is that? What's your pitch to maybe fans who didn't come out tonight but might have an open evening next weekend?
I mean, talk to anyone who's been to our games. It's exciting. It's something new every single game. We have goals coming from every single person, and I mean, you got to come here and see it for yourself, I think.
Performance. Was it the offense, the defense? What kind of impressed you most about what you guys were able to do in the semifinal?
I mean, composure on the ball. A lot of pressure. Playoff. Some of them they never got this far, playoff and all that. But then they grew last game, and then today they're so composed. They're so brave. They play with the bravery, courage, And then the players around always, the players don't have a ball. They're always available. They're always helping each other. They know where the ball should go. They always in behind. They always have a different options. We have a 2-3 options all the time when we don't have the ball. That builds the pressure against them. Take the legs off. And then defensively towards the end, it's tough because they push one player up. We have to drop Mackenzie Weiner, but she did a fantastic job on that side. And even though under the pressure, we know we don't lose those battles. Tati coming in, she's one of the smallest players, but doesn't matter. Her mentality to win the ball, win the header, fantastic. Those little moments that counts. Of course we can be better, but at the same time, it's overall fantastic, performance by everybody.
Coach, what has this season demanded of you mentally?
Demanded mentally? I mean, just to keep going. It's sometimes tough. Even though when we had a ball, we have to be still. Still have to have the mentality to keep attacking. And then if we don't have it, we have to still have that confidence in us to just keep defending and keep doing it well. It's just a mental aspect to attack the game without the ball. And then leading up to it, week leading up to it. Sometimes it gets long season, all the travel and all that. But then you just constantly asking them to do the football that we believe. Football that we believe that players on the ball constantly. Players make decisions on the ball more than anybody else in combined this league. And they get confident. And they get better and better. And that's the end product right there today. Everybody comfortable. We lose the ball. And that's a football. There's no perfect ball, perfect pass, perfect game. But again, when they make a mistake, somebody's always there to collect that or fix that. And that's the mental aspect of the attacking the game constantly. So yeah, players are fantastic.
Coach, this is the most important win in LSC history. Talk to us about what it means to be a part of that for fans.
I mean, it's massive, that comes to everybody, ownership, community, fans. Now, without these people, we can't do nothing. There's no team. We'll find that we can withdraw the people, community. That's what's it for, and we have to do more, become together with the community. All the football that I grew up in, small town, everybody's in it. That's how you win. And to get going more and withdraw more people and then create that atmosphere and create it together. That's what's football about. Can connect people, and then community, everything, and youth and academy and all that stuff. This is huge because I told them, this year's a year of fire hose. 6 years ago, that's what happened 6 years ago. 6 years ago, brave women like our players stood up and started fighting for women's rights. I told them, we got to keep playing our football because this football can be done in this country. Everybody said, oh, you're small or too big or whatever, not fast enough and all that. I said, that's not good enough anymore. We can play the football the way that it should be done. I said, true football doesn't lie, and we got to keep doing it because these girls going to help next generation to come to play the football the way they should be played.
When you see after the game, just kind of some little girls running around on the field and giving the game, some of the impact you talked about, how important is that for the maybe next generation of footballers to be able to see this as well?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's all about our job is to be the next generation. That's my motives every day, every time. I go out there, help those talented girls to get better, and then improve them holistically as a person off the field, on the field, as a player, everything. Ask questions, challenge them. I've seen that they challenge me, but I learned a lot more than I told them. But then that continues. Hopefully, this generation that I'm coaching can evolve whatever I told them, and then get to the next generation. And it's all about passing on to the next. That's a true evolution and revolution of, I think, human being, general. That's what we got to do. Keep doing it. Pass it on to the next. Pass it forward, and hopefully, the soccer in this country grow because women's soccer is number one in the world. I know that, but then can be better, can be dominant. Men's side as well. But then I think if those girls just start doing some movement, years to come, and they'll recognize that. They'll be recognized 10 years, 20 years from now.
Coach, can you tell the fans why they should come out next week and support us in our final?
I mean, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be the great final ever, and it's gonna be a history, making history. More people can come in, more people can support us. That'll be fantastic, for the fans and for the community, for the ownership. And I can't just thank enough for those girls and the staff and everybody together. Tirelessly every day working, just another level mentality, another level energy.